What is this?
No idea.
Damn it! Huh? What the? Shit!
Stay back! Stay back!
We've sealed all the exits to keep it from spreading. No one's getting out. One of the researchers inside managed to isolate the parasite behind the outbreak. He faxed over his findings. Code Talker's analyzing them now.
Why this new outbreak, despite our inoculation? This is still unclear. Introducing the Wolbachia to the infected prevented symptoms during the last epidemic. The parasites lodge in the victim's throat, forming a mating pair. But the Wolbachia turns the male to female. Two females can neither copulate nor lay eggs.
That's why the rescue team went in with more Wolbachia. But the outbreak still isn't under control.
They should not be capable of laying eggs. Yet, we have a new outbreak. And the Wolbachia have no effect. I pray this is not some new strain. If it is,
then someone may have brought it here. If there's a spy running around.
For now, we must focus on discerning the outbreak mechanism. The cases show another alarming new development. It is now even more difficult to tell who is infected. The eggs propagate out of sight. No external symptoms. One who appears healthy may be dying on the inside.
What the hell happened in there? Boss, I still can't raise the rescue team I sent in. We know how to proceed if we just knew how to ID the symptoms. Finding that out is part of your job in there. Head for the quarantine tent. Hang on, Snake. We've just had a transmission from inside. Here's the audio.
All makes sense now. I win.
Where's it coming from?
Unknown. It cut off before we could get a fix. It all makes sense. Think he means the parasite? No way to know. But right now, that's all we've got. Hopefully he can tell us something. We'll have to close the tent behind you, boss. Don't think the infection's airborne, but... Find the source of that transmission, boss. Find our man.
You never know.
What is it?
Something sweet. I can smell it even through the mask.
The rescue team reported that too. Said it smelled like ripe fruit.
We cannot allow the infection to spread. If anyone shows symptoms, you must put them out of their misery.
That includes me.
parasites killed him. Don't touch him. He's covered in blood.
Stay back! Stay back!
He's got a mask. He's with a rescue team. And the guy from before. Was that more of the message? We'll try to clean it up.
What the hell were you thinking? Mission failed.
Search the building and locate whoever sent that transmission. Guess the parasites killed him. Don't touch him. He's covered in blood.
Stay back! Stay back!
He's got a mask. He's with a rescue team. Was that more of the message? We'll try to clean it up.
Help me. Help me. Please. Help me. Help me.
Another transmission.
The boss will come. Fuck! It's you!
He's wearing a mask. He's part of the rescue team. Looks like he's not the one who sent the message. I'd like to hear what he has to say, but you need to keep going.
Sorry. I'll keep walking. You'll be fine.
I have analyzed part of the data that was faxed out. It appears even those who barely spoke became symptomatic. This must be some kind of mutation.
Get us out!
Boss,
What the hell happened?
at least you're okay.
What's going on?
I win. I'm no snail.
damn him.
So he sent the transmission. Seems like he had a way of IDing who's symptomatic. But what was he trying to say?
Snail. Yes, of course. It all makes sense now. Do not let anyone showing symptoms get outside. As infection progresses, it triggers an overwhelming urge to get out in the open. That's the parasite controlling them. Once outside, the birds will feed on infected bodies, spreading the parasite on land. The whole world will be infested. To shoot, boss! We can't let them outside! Damn it! We can't allow any contagious individuals to leave! Snake! That's it. That's good. You still have those goggles. If you see a glow in someone's throat, they are infected. And all you can do is give them a quick death. He's infected. Kill him, boss. We can't save him now. Man, I'm sorry. Snake! You just killed your own... Emmerich, what the hell? Nobody asked for your opinion. You expect me to just stand by and watch this? You're kidding! He was one of your men!
Wait! They'll kill me!
You yourself said we're a family! Or was it all lies?
Boss! Please, kill me, boss! Help me! I'm going outside! Well, we're dead anyway!
Shooting your own men! That's not the big boss I knew. Hang on, boss. Is he wearing a mask? He might not be infected. Examine him with those goggles. Carry the rescue team member to the exit. He's the only one not infected.
Got a survivor. Unlock the door.
Wait. I don't think I made it after all.
What? You just checked him.
Could it have progressed this quickly?
Boss, take another look at him with the goggles.
He is infected.
I don't believe it.
Maybe they got in through my wounds.
Sorry, boss.
There's nothing we could have done for them. We're all grateful, boss.
It's your fault! They're dead because of you!
What?
He's right. I killed him with my own hands.
They were on your side! I'm on your side! And you turned them all to ashes!
They wanted you to shoot. It was that or be burned alive. Come on. Let's get this over with.
Wait. I won't scatter your sorrow to the heartless sea. Mars be with you. Plant your roots in me. I won't see you end as ashes. You're all diamonds.
We're not burying them at sea. What then?
We'll make diamonds from their ashes. Take them into battle with us.
A shining light to our brothers in arms, even in death.
We are diamond dogs.
Boss, I don't know how you do it. All I could do was obsess over revenge, doubting my comrades along the way. But even after all we've accomplished, the phantom pain never let up. If anything, it just got worse. But you understood that from the start, didn't you? From the moment you opened your eyes in that hospital, you knew it wouldn't go away. Yet you've been fighting the pain and confronting your phantoms the whole time. Knowing full well the battle would never end, not till the day you die. I respect that now, more than ever. It's an honor and a privilege, Big Boss.
Well, Doctor, I have the report on the incident at the... Assuming the vocal cord, the only plausible explanations are... As you know, some of the staff, the Wolbachia prevented them. Once you're infected with... The researchers regularly use... No problem there, they kept a close eye on the... That equipment didn't just give off X-rays. Even though that... See, beta rays have fought, meaning the only lot... Those beta rays, because the emitter was... The person who ordered and inspected the... Was you, Doctor. That makes you...
So now you're saying I sabotaged medical equipment?
Or maybe you thought it'd reveal a way to with that much to barter, I suppose.
Just...
You'd have no shortage of buyers. But most would be however, they'd also know that by itself, to sell to that, a way to one, there's only...
Emmerich, we record all that includes radio. You've been infrequent, a private, a client, and you made it. You offered them a new This is the only place in the world where the vocal cord parasite still... And you used it as a test. It's your plan to obtain... Your bullshit, and don't think you're leaving here alive.
After exposure to the blood of a symptomatic colleague, I found myself making my way up the stairs, and I am not alone. I know full well yet I can't contain this urge I feel inside me, like the alcoholic. Every step I took up those stairs, I still have. It took no time at all. Then I finally, this desire for freedom is not my own. They want the rave pecking us to death. Attracted by these, they have me. The sweet smell is power. So, most of the staff in here are already infection with this parasite. I have modified a pair of night vision goggles to react only to this temperature. With these goggles, they're infected. If the Ravens that cannot be allowed to happen.
The whole idea of the vocal cord the parasites infecting our men and the larvae were eating their kind of...
Those who were infected and cured, they were still there. But it is the
not the parasites?
You remember I told you the Wolbachia attempts to maximize this...
Yes, hence the male to feed...
Precisely. Cytoplasmic
parthenogenesis. Aphids.
Very good. The female's parthenogenesis was originally a means certain strains of Wolbachia forced it.
And that's why our men developed
Wolbachia, causing parthenogen. Of course, the Wolbachia, but I believe the mutation. The Wolbachia we used to prevent egg laying became the agent of limitless reproduction.
There's something else. The symptomatic and even knowing there was napalm waiting for them out there. You said the parasites made them act that...
Parasites altering the hosts long ago, but even I never foresaw...
You mean the read a bit about, I'm not a snail?
Yes. Among parasitic worms, there is a genus called Leucochloridia, as you know, but once parasitic, and that is not all. The snail, meanwhile, frantically the swollen, wriggling antennae.
I don't get it.
It is so they can... Leucochloridium needs up to breed. They require their snail host to be snapped up by it, so they make the humble snail appear to be a delicious caterpillar.
So you mean
was so the birds could pick at them. I can only surmise that both the Wolbach before the ancestors of the vocal cord. What we saw in the laboratory was something.
Sounds insane.
A praying mantis that is host to it, just so the hair rats infected with Toxoplasma gondii lose just some of the many ways.
But we're humans. Sure.
I thought just the same. Free will is what makes us human, so it never occurred to me. But the mood, the will of take the Toxoplasma I mentioned.
But to think that mutations occur...
Your observation is most apt.
I see. Keep working on narrowing down what it was.